So, left hand one then, Tom, was your before. Okay. So, said it was good. All the stuff we discussed sort of pre-Christmas there with that left arm position, the lead arm nice and extended, get a nice routine. You're doing that now pretty much every time, which is great. So there's a nice sort of sequence and routine you got kind of set up there every single time. Really, really good. Taking the club away now. Nice. Good position there. That's good. Then the power starts trying to be dialed up, and then we get that. The pull now with this. There's something like a big heavy one trying to pull something down, and if you were trying to pull something down that was heavy, you would definitely kind of put a twist into it, which would be kind of this sort of that cupping with that left wrist, which gets that face, we said, open. As you're coming in here now, you can see that golf club now travelling from way outside here, coming across the golf ball. Ball starts left with that spin, okay? And it will end up on target occasionally, more often than not, probably end up on this side. The longer the club gets, the further that side is going to get. And then in some ways, the further right it ends up, the further left you try and swing it, okay? So that was your pre-impact position here. See the shafts we can see way out there. Elbow, you can see away from the body there. Palm now. The fact you can see your glove hand means your palm's not facing down, okay? So this is the move we're talking about now in terms of practice. It's obviously the smaller swings here. So swinging the club back, you see the hands and arms, see how close your elbows are to your body there now. Elbows into your rib cage there really nicely. This is obviously smaller swings. And again, if you just watch that club, there's no real twist or rotation with your arms. Club face now squares. Look at the club face as it goes past the golf ball. It's only rotating just because the curve of the club face. It's not you doing this with the golf club, yeah? The club just starts there. If I put my arm here now and just turn my body, aims up to the right there, aims back towards you and comes on the corner. I'm not doing this. I'm twisting my arms, okay? I'm not going to rotate the arm. But the people who hit the shot or they fear that shot, they try to save it by just flipping their right hand at it as much as they can. So the feeling, as we said in practice, is right elbow into the body, right palm down as we come down there. You see the club face now. Look at that club face. Look at that right palm there. See your hands on top of the club. The club now is facing down to the ground, okay? Whereas your club before would have been way up to the sky, just wide. They sort of palm up, means the club face is going to be pointing up that way, you see? That's a much better position. Look at the arm there now relative to the body. Hands a lot closer to the body, and the club now is coming in from an angle that you want to come in from, yeah? If your hands are coming in there as opposed to from being out of the way, you've got no chance, yeah? So, then you come down again, palm down, club face square, palm down, and you can see the movement of your arms there now as it goes up and down, up and down. Is that a backswing or a down? They're both the same. I'm just moving this up and down. That club's coming back down and up at the same line, whereas this one is going up there, and then it's coming back down way over there, as we said, outside the line. And again, you sort of move in there. So these are obviously smaller swings. Back in there again. Good position with that club. Back in the ball. So you see the club face now, when you put some speed to it. Club face now is working. Well, that shaft now is as you come in the golf ball. Shaft is inside the ball. Shaft is out of the ball. Okay. If you're going to kick a football and try and create some kind of curvature this way, there's no way your foot's going to be out here to come across the ball, is it? It's going to work from inside and work again a more efficient direction that way as opposed from way outside the line. So your club face there now as it comes in strikes the ball. You see the blur now is dead straight towards the white line. The club face is square. Ball hits pretty much on that yellow line there, about a few degrees left of the white line. Club face now, you can see no need to twist or rotate over this. Obviously a smaller swing, and the ball just starts down there. And you can see this ball has got no real curvature whatsoever on it. And when it comes down, it's coming down left of that white line. It started a degree or two left and it stayed a degree or two left. So there's no twist in that club face whatsoever. Now, these are smaller swings. How much shorter they are is quite a lot, but how much you're losing is not a lot. And then when you get a few full swings, fair play to you, got up to 160 yards, we gained 10 or 15 yards, and the shape of shot was a lot better, yeah? So I would say your practice of 50 balls or whatever you hit, first 10, warming up, really exaggerate this right wrist. Maybe use a wedge, get a lot loft in your hand, make it a bit easier, okay? And try and feel this right arm in there. Maybe just start with a few one-arm swings, just to get your right arm warmed up. Start with the left hip in there, and just swing back and hit your elbow, and then swing through. Hit your elbow, just get your arm swing and just swing back and forth, almost trying to feel your arm brushing into your hand here. As you can see, if I'm doing down the line here now, my arm just brushing into my arm here. I'm not going to be out there coming across it, okay? 4 or 5 kind of swings repeatedly over and again to get that feeling, yeah? Then do a few 50-ish yard shots maybe with a wedge, maybe a bit shorter, and build up to some longer shots, okay? Then you get your 10 or 15 warm-up shots. Then you try and do a few full shots. Hit 5 or 10 full shots. How do they look? If they're okay, hit 5 or 10 more. If they start creeping a bit left to right, go back to the short shots. Exaggerate the feeling. Elbow in, palm down, yeah? Mm-hmm. And just go through that kind of sequence and cycle on the range, rather than just whacking balls repeatedly, and then just hoping the ball eventually goes straight. Or if the ball's missing to the right target, you'll start aiming further left, or turn the club face more at setup, or roll in your arm, or to try and fix a fault rather than actually cure the fault in the first place. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Surprised how far it goes when you hit quite softly.
It's mad, mate.
It's mad. I mean, I said to you, how far that last shot go? Your words were 40 yards, 91 or 81, wasn't it? Yeah. And you're like, what? Yeah. And you went a couple went over 100 yards, and you were like, I would just tap that. Yeah. And I'm not anyway. I'm sat here. I know I can manipulate that in any way, shape or form. I'm not saying, oh, every 4 shot's going to go a bit further. It's just, it's as it is, and this is again accurate to 1 yard. Whatever you do is what the ball's going to do. Exactly. Yeah. It's just your efficiency, why it feels like it's going to go a lot shorter, because you're putting less effort into it. So the less effort you put into it, but the efficiency you're getting from the golf shot, better loft, square a club face, more direct hit, or more loft, open the club face and come across it, that's going to send the ball a lot less force towards target, yeah? Hit it that way, goes further. Hit it that way, then goes far, yeah. And you put more speed to it, more effort, you're getting less and less and less.
Yeah.
Okay, mate?
Sounds good.
Good man.